You know that sound, right? That soft, rhythmic rumble that just kind of vibrates right through you and a cat's nearby? We always think it means one thing: pure, simple happiness. But what if I told you that same exact sound could also mean fear or even pain? Yeah? The truth about a cat's purr is way more complex and, honestly, a lot cooler than you think. So today, we're going to unravel this cozy little mystery. Because what a cat's purr really means is so much more fascinating than just, I'm happy. I mean, this is the picture we all have in our heads, isn't it? A cat, totally blissed out, relaxed, probably curled up on your lap, purring like a tiny motor. And this is totally real. This is the purr of contentment. But it's only one side of the coin. Because, and this is wild, cats also purr in situations that are the complete opposite of happy. They'll purr when they're terrified at the vet's office, when they're hurt, and sometimes even when they're nearing the end of their life. So, how can one sound mean such totally different things? Well, to understand that, we gotta look under the hood at how the sound is actually made. All right, let's get into the mechanics. How in the world does a cat even make this super unique sound? What's so special about it is that, unlike most sounds an animal makes, the purr is continuous. It happens when they breathe in and when they breathe out, creating that constant rumble. It's just an incredible piece of biological engineering.
Okay, so it happens in 4 super fast steps. First, the brain sends a signal down to the muscles in the cat's voice box. Then, those muscles start to twitch, insanely fast, up to 150 times a second. That twitching makes the vocal cords vibrate as the cat breathes, and boom, that vibration is the purr we all know and love.
So now we know the how. That lets us tackle the much bigger, much more interesting question: the why. Why use the same mechanism for moments of pure joy and moments of serious distress? This is where the story takes a turn. Vets have known for a long time that cats purr in all these stressful and painful situations. And it's obviously not because they're having a good time. It has to be something else. And it's not just a clinical thing. This is just a heartbreaking story from a cat owner, and it makes it so clear. In a moment of absolute fear and sickness, the cat's instinct was to purr. So the biggest piece of the puzzle here is that purring is a way for cats to comfort themselves. It's a self-soothing mechanism. It's really not that different from how a person might hum when they're nervous, or how a little kid sucks their thumb for comfort. A cat purrs to calm itself down. You see, the purr is like a Swiss Army knife of communication for a cat. Depending on what's going on, it can mean, I'm happy, or, hey, you gonna feed me? Or, I'm scared and trying to hold it together. But, believe it or not, the story doesn't even end there. That whole self-soothing thing, it might have a side effect, an absolutely incredible, almost unbelievable benefit. Now, this is going to sound like something out of science fiction, but I promise you, the science is very, very real. It all comes down to this number range, the frequency of a domestic cat's purr. And this isn't just some random frequency, it lands in a very specific and very special therapeutic range. Get this. Scientific research has found that being exposed to vibrations in this exact 25 to 150 hertz range can have major medical benefits. In fact, these are frequencies that are actively used in human therapies to help heal injuries. What's just mind-blowing is how perfectly a cat's purr lines up with these healing frequencies. The main frequencies in a purr are often right at 25, 50, and 100 hertz, the exact same ones used in modern medicine to help bones grow and to give people pain relief. That can't be a coincidence. So when a cat is hurt or stressed out, its purr isn't just an emotional comfort blanket. It could actually be a form of internal physical therapy, a really low-energy way to kickstart the healing process. Your cat is essentially a tiny, vibrating biological healing machine. Okay, so if purring is this amazing, multi-layered tool for communication, comfort, and healing, where does it all start? Well, for that answer, we need to go all the way back to the first few days of a cat's life. A kitten can purr within just a couple of days of being born. Think about that. It's one of the very first things they do, long before their eyes or their ears are even open to the world. For a tiny, helpless newborn cat, that purr is a lifeline. Since they can't see or hear, the vibrations from the purr are what tells the mother cat that her kitten is alive and doing okay. It is their first and most vital form of communication. So before there's sight, before there's sound,
There's the purr. It's this primal language made of vibrations that helps form one of the most important bonds in a cat's entire life. Which brings us right back to where we started. The next time you feel that familiar rumble coming from your cat, just take a second to think about what's going on. Is this the happy, content purr? Is it a polite request for dinner? Or is it maybe just a quiet moment of self-care? That simple sound is so much more than we give it credit for. It's communication, it's comfort, and it's even a kind of healing superpower, all wrapped up in one of the most remarkable sounds in all of nature.